to design this category container, like where we are having a smartwatch, Apple, Samsung. So we have to go inside the VS Code. Let's close all the file. Let's collapse all the file, and inside the source we have to create another folder that is called components. So I'm going to create another folder that is called components, and inside that I'm gonna create a component that is called category.jsx. okay, and I'm gonna write rnfes. okay, so we had created one category component. okay, and after that we have to go inside the screen. Let's go to the home screen.jsx, and here we are having a main input container, and after the main input container we have to import the category component like this. okay, now if you see that we are able to see this category component. okay, now let's go to the category component, and here we have to use touchable opacity. okay, instead of having a view. okay, and after that we gonna make it could be a smartwatch, so I'm gonna copy this content smartwatch. okay, now let's style this font. So style is equal to styles dot category text. okay, and let me copy this category text, and after that let's go here, and inside this I'm gonna write basically font size. The font size will be font size dot medium. So font size dot medium, and make sure to import the font size as well from the dimension. okay, and after that once you import the font size, we have to add a font family as well. The font family will be font family dot semi bold. So if I show you guys on the UI which font family is it, so you can see that it is a semi bold, and the color is purple, and by default color is A6 color, so it could be a gray color. Alright, so we can check this color. Which do we have this color inside the color object? A6 color. Yeah, we have. The color is gray color. okay, so let's apply the color as well. Color is equal to colors. We have to import the colors dot gray. Alright, awesome. Now we can see the smartwatch. okay, and you can see that it's a clickable as well. Awesome. Now if you see on the UI, it could be underlined is also there if it's selected. okay, so here I'm gonna make one view like this, self closing tag view, and style is equal to styles dot underline like this, and I'm gonna copy this underline, and before the category text I'm gonna add an underline, and inside that I'm gonna write bottom color will be colors dot purple. Yeah, we have purple color already, and after that I'm gonna add a bottom width will be 2. Now let's see. Now you can see that it is showing one a border as well, and after that I'm gonna add width as a 70%, so it will took the 70% of the parent, so it is taking the parent of 70%, not a big deal. After that I'm gonna add a margin top. The margin top will be spacing dot small, so border will be some spacing as well. okay, but if you see that it's taking the a full height, full width, so basically we want this all the category like smartwatch, Apple, Samsung, so Omi. okay, so what I'm gonna do guys, I'm gonna create one folder again. The folder name will be data. Inside the data I'm gonna create one file that is called category.js, and I'm gonna write export const category like this. okay, inside that I'm gonna have a id 1, and the name will be what? The name will be this one, smartwatch. So let me copy the smartwatch and add it here. okay, like this we're gonna have all the data. So let me add a 2 3 4. okay, and let me add the brand name, so it could be Apple, so let's add a Apple as well here, Apple, and after that we are having a Samsung, so I'm adding the Samsung as well. and we are having a Xiaomi. Okay, so let's add a Xiaomi. Okay, and I'm gonna add a Hawaii as well. Okay, and let's add a Hawaii. Okay, and I'm gonna add one more the things that could be a headphone. So I'm gonna add a ID as a 6. Okay, and it could be a headphones. Okay, so we are having 1 2 3 4 5. So let's do like 2 3 4 5 and the 6. So we are having a 6 category. So like ID is just for, it's not important to have a category, so I'm just adding a ID. It's not important to have a ID, so it's just up to you guys. If you want to add ID, you can, otherwise you can ignore it. So I'm having a category, and inside the category we are exporting this category. So make sure to export this category as well. So what I had done, I had created one directory called data. Inside that I created one file category.js. Inside that we are just exporting a category array where we are having a 6 item. Okay, now let me copy the category name and let's go to the category component. All right, now here we are having a touchable opacity. All right, but we are going to use a flat list here, and we are going to loop all the items of the category. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna just cut this code, Control X, and after that I'm going to use a flat list. Okay, so to use this flat list, we have to import the flat list from the React Native. Once you import the flat list from the React Native, let me make it smaller. Okay, so we have to pass a data props. So I'm gonna pass the data props, and inside the data I'm gonna pass the category data. All right, and as you can see that I had just import the category. Okay, so inside the flat list we are having a data props, and here we are passing the category. Okay, now after that we are having another prop that is called render item. Render item will take a component. All right, so we have to pass the component. Okay, so I'm gonna pass the component, this component, like touchable opacity component, and here we get the item. All right, we will get the item and the index. Okay, so this is like that, and after that at the place of smartwatch, as you can see that is smartwatch, I'm going to remove this and I'm going to make this dynamic. So how to make this dynamic? Item dot, and if you see on the category what we are having, item dot name. Okay, so we had my bad, item dot name. So if you see on the category we are having an item dot name. Okay, and this is how it looks like, and whenever we have to, and this is how it looks like. Awesome. Now after that, here we have to pass another key that is called key extractor, and here we get the item like this, and we have to just return the item dot id to make this stuff much more optimized. Okay, now once we're done with that, what we supposed to do, guys, if you see on the Figma, let me show you Figma. So this is in a horizontal direction, but our item is in the vertical direction. All right, how to make this horizontal true? So what we have to do, we have to just write horizontal, so it will become in a horizontal direction. All right, but if you see that on this Figma there is some space between the every name, but here we don't have any space. All right, so how we can give the space? So we can give the space by using the item separator component like this. Okay, so what we have to do here, inside this we have to use view, and inside this view I'm gonna style like this. Style is equal to, and I'm gonna pass the padding horizontal. The padding horizontal will be spacing dot small. Okay, now if you see that this is looking pretty well. All right, so yeah. Okay, but if you see let's go to the cut underline, and instead of having a 70%, I'm gonna make this 50%. 50% looks better than the 70%. Okay, now if you click on this any category, it will get selected like this. So how we can make this feature as well, right? Like when we click on a smartwatch, it should be highlighted to the purple color. How we can make this? To make this, what we have to do, but let me explain this like till so for what we had done. So first of all, we had created this category array of data. After that, we had import this category data, and after that, like inside the category we are just having this all code, but now we are using a flat list, and inside this flat list we are passing our data props along with the category. Okay, and after that we are having a render item props, and here we have to pass the or return the component. So we are returning a component, and here we get the item. Okay, and just we make this stuff dynamic. All right, and inside the item separator component we are giving some space to the this between the items. All right, I think you got it right. This is simple. If you guys have any question, let me know. Like, this is straightforward. This is just a normal flat list. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to do the state management. Basically, if it's selected, state management. Okay, so if this category is selected, so we have to show it highlighted. All right, so how we can make it, how can make this? So we have to create one state called const selected category is comma set selected category. Okay, and we are have to use state. Okay, use state. Okay, and it's by default, like we had just passed the empty, but we want, like, we want by default smartwatch should be selected. Okay, so how we can make this smartwatch selected? So we have to just copy this name. Okay, and inside this category component, here inside the initial state we have to use a smartwatch. Okay, and after that we have to just copy the selected category name. Okay, and here we are having a styling, so we have to make this styling as an array like this. Okay, and after this styling we have to use the comma, and let's add a one curly braces, and here we have to write if selected category is equal to, okay, if it's equal to item dot name. Okay, then what I have to do, I have to write one styling. That styling is like, color is equal to, like this, colors dot purple, right? So basically what I had done right now, guys, there is some mistake which I feel, unexpected token comma. Yeah, my bad. So here we are having styles dot category text comma, it's not working. Okay, so style dot category text. Okay, and after that let me remove this stuff. Okay, now, okay, my bad, I was having a one extra curly braces. So first of all, what I had done, like, inside the style property we are having a style dot category, like we first of all I make this an array. Okay, and here the first, by default is styling, like style dot category text. After that I'm checking that if selected category is equal to item dot name. Okay, it means that if this value is equal to this name, so we have to change the color as a purple, and by default it will be gray. Okay, but if we click on any item, it is not highlighting. So how we can highlight this? Okay, so let's do that as well. So I'm gonna create one function that is called const handle select category, and here we get the category. Okay, and after that, once we get the category, and we're gonna make this set selected category is equal to category, like this. Okay, now I'm gonna just copy this function name. Okay, and after that, inside this touchable opacity, I'm gonna use on press event. Okay, and inside that I'm gonna pass a arrow function like this. Okay, and I'm gonna make this curly braces, and we have to just call this function handle select category, and along with that I have to pass the name as well. My bad, I have to pass the item dot name, like this. All right, now if you click on headphone, it will get selected. Same for all the stuff. All right, so this is how we had designed this stuff. But if you see that we want this, this underline should be only if it's selected, right? If it's not selected, then don't render this. Okay, so how they can make this that as well? To make this, it's simple, right? So what we have to do, supposed to do, if, okay, so I'm gonna make a curly braces like this, and let me make it on the view. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check that if selected category is equal to item dot name. Okay, and I'm gonna use the AND operator. Then only you have to show the underline, otherwise you don't have to show. Okay, so if selected category is equal to item dot name, then show the underline, otherwise don't show the underline. Alright, so this is how we had done this state management and we had designed this category. You guys, you can see that how awesome it's looking, and even this is working as well. Alright, now let me close all the file and let me explain you guys how we had done this category tab bar kind of stuff. So first of all, let's go to the source, and inside the source we are having a data. So this is the category data where we are having an ID and the name. Okay, and after that we are having a component that is called category component, and inside this category component, okay, we are having one state that is called selected category and set selected category. Okay, by default we are having a selected category is a smartwatch, and we had created one function called handle select category, and we are getting the category name, and we are just updating this state with this set selected category. Okay, now after that we are having a flat list. Inside this flat list we are passing the list all the data like category data, and after that we are having a render item props. Okay, where we are just rendering the item, like as you can see that we are having a touchable opacity, and we are having a text, and we are having underline. So whenever user click on any button or any touchable opacity, so we are triggering a function handle select category, and here we are passing the category name. Okay, and whenever we click, so it will get selected. All right, now after that we are having a text, and inside this we are checking that we are just rendering the name, but for the styling we are having a normal styling like gray color, and if selected category is equal to item.name, let's suppose if user select the Samsung, so if it's matte, then we are making the color as a purple. Okay, and if it's selected category is equal to item.name, then only we are showing the underline. Alright, and after that we are having a key extractor which is for optimized purpose, and horizontal and item separator component to give some space between these items. So if you want to increase if you want to give more space, so you can increase this space, like increase the padding space, like maybe medium, whatever you want, but I prefer the smaller one. Alright, now after that what we have to do, we have to design this product card. Okay, so let's do that.